everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to do several different DIYs for Valentine's Day. The first one I'm doing will be a 3-tiered tray. And I'm going to build this tray using only Dollar Tree products. So, the first thing I have here is a candle holder. And I just love the little circles on there. They're really cute. Reminds me of a honeycomb. And here's the skew. Next up, I have this odd shaped candle holder. And I was so glad to see these again, guys. Y'all see these, grab them because you can do so much with them. Here's the skew. Finally, we have the Dollar Tree candle holder. And there's the skew. Okay, now this particular piece is a dish. This is optional, okay? But here's the skew. We have this mirror. This is the smallest mirror of the 3. Skew. And then we have the middle size mirror. And there's the skew. Finally, we have the largest mirror. And here's the skew. The bottom of this one is a little bit tricky, so I'm going to have to come up with a solution for this. So what I'm going to do is take this mirror off, spray paint this silver. I should be able to remove the mirrors from these. I'll spray paint this silver. So I'll spray paint this one silver, and I'm going to take this one off. With this one, I have this mirror from Dollar Tree, and I think I'll go with this, and I'll show you later. But meanwhile, I'm going to use it to help cover this mirror. I have my tape, and I'm just going to use my tape to take this off. So I'll continue taping this up off camera and then come back. Okay, so this is what it looks like after I take the top off. So the mirror is safe from the paint. Now, I'm going to use silver spray paint. You guys know the Rust-Oleum silver that I always use. This is gold. So I'm going to take this off and spray paint this base silver as well. But it's a really pretty gold if you want to make your 3-tier tray gold. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, guys, I'm back and I have removed the labels and painted things silver. I painted this silver and removed the label. And now I want to go ahead and remove the mirror and the tape from this piece. Now, with this particular mirror, you see we have a little situation here. It's kind of hard to get something to stick to that because you only have this cross and it's raised. So you don't have much to glue anything to. So I figured I better use some Gorilla Glue along with some hot glue. And then I'm going to glue this mirror. Let's see. Making sure. Yeah, I'm going to glue this mirror here onto it. But I'm going to use some hot glue to fill in the space to make sure it glues to this particular mirror. First, I want to go ahead and take some of my Gorilla Glue and I'm going to put it on the cross section. So now I'll just use the hot glue to build up a little mountain that will attach itself to the mirror and hold it in place. Now I'll just hold that in place until the hot glue sets up. Alright, so for this particular piece, I'm going to be gluing a candle holder to this. So now I'll go ahead and reinforce the glue between these two pieces. Now let's slide this back in place to make sure it's in the center. And now I'm going to use some hot glue to reinforce it. Okay, I'll put that aside and do the same thing to this piece. Okay, so I went ahead and cleaned this mirror. So now I'm going to glue this piece right on here. I want the widest part to be here so I have more room on the base. Okay, so now that's glued on. So now I want to take the wide part of this one and glue it on the base of here. This is what it looks like after I painted it silver. So now I'm going to put some glue right on top. I really like the way this looks as a base. It's so cute and different. So I'm going to put some weight on all three and let them sit for about an hour and then come back and glue them together. Okay guys, so moving on to the next DIY. Remember I made the pink jars like this. And I said I'd be making something to put on the inside of the jars. Here's a cake pop mold that I found at Hobby Lobby. Now this heart mold came from Hobby Lobby as well, but you can also find small heart molds at Dollar Tree. Here I have one of the Dollar Tree candles, and as you can see it's pink. And I want to make some pink hearts to go inside there. I've actually already did this with some red, so I'm going to add some pink. So what I'll do next is remove the wax from inside here and put it inside my Goodwill find. This is perfect. And as you can see, it has a pour spout on each side. You can actually go to Michael's and find the containers that they use to melt wax. Still inside. So what I'm going to do is take this to the stove and heat it up. Now, as far as fragrance, it has a fragrance to it, but it's not really strong. And Dollar Tree really don't have the fragrances that are in the candles, but you can always find one that will accent it well. Here is Lilac Bloom, and I think it matches well. So what I'll do is go ahead and melt this, and then I'll come back and add a little bit of this fragrance to it. And then pour it into the mold. Okay guys, I'm back and I have a hot pad right here. And here's my melted wax. Melted it on medium high, and then I let it cool down. And stir it up. Okay guys, again, this is super simple. So I'm just going to pour this in. And if you spill some, don't worry about it. And now I'm going to pour some in here. Now I'll let these solidify, come back and let you see what they look like. Meanwhile, I have this paint your own tic-tac-toe kit from Dollar Tree as well. So what I want to do with this one is spray paint the board silver. I think I'm going to spray paint the hearts red and spray paint the X's silver. So I'll do that and then come back. Okay guys, I'm back. So now I'm ready to pop out my wax melts. So you just simply turn it over and you have your wax melt. Look at that, isn't that cute? You see that just popped right out. Yeah, let me smell it. Smells pretty good too. Now if you over pour, just clean it up with your finger. Oh, look at that, isn't that cute? Now you see wax here, and that's because there's a hole where the stick goes for when you make cake pops. But it doesn't matter, it's not going to mess up the wax. Yeah, look at that. The fragrance is really good. Okay, so I have those, and I also have these red ones that I made ahead of time. Okay, for this jar, I'll be using the longer wax melts. So now we have this. Isn't it cute? And you put the top back on there. And so now you have a cute little jar of wax melts that came from Dollar Tree. Isn't that cute? For this one right here, you can do a variety of both. You can put some of the long ones in here. And now you have this. I have these that I can put in this last jar. But if you don't want to do all that, Dollar Tree has these cute little bath fizzies in the shape of a heart. And all you need to do is just open it up and put some on the inside of the jar. That's another option. But I'm going to use those hearts for something else. I'm going to go ahead and load these in. Another thing you can use in these molds is soap. You can buy melt and pour soap online and at Michael's. That's really cute if you want to use soap, wax melts, and fizzies. That's another option. But yeah, this is DIY number 2 for our wax melts. And remember, we decorated these jars in our previous video, okay? Put these aside, and now we'll go ahead and decorate our tic-tac-toe. Okay guys, I'm back. And here's my tic-tac-toe board after I spray painted it silver. So naturally, I want to do something different with it too. I'm going to add some silver leaf to it because it's wood and it needs a little bit of extra something. So I have some silver leaf adhesive here, and I'm just going to go right into it and put it on my board. Of course, you want the glue to be smooth. So I'm going to do each square exactly like that, and then I'll come back. Guys, so now the adhesive has sat up for like 30 minutes, and it's tacking to the touch. I can feel it here, but not on my finger. So what I'm going to do now is take some silver leaf and put it on the glue. So now I use my brush, and it's a really soft brush. Just like that. And I'll do the remaining 8 squares the same way and then come back. Okay guys, so back to our 3-tiered stand. Our bases are glued and placed pretty good. So now what I want to do is just go ahead and put everything together. So this is the bottom. So I'm going to take some of my glue and put it on the bottom of this candle holder. Put it right in the middle. Same thing with this one. Now, again, we have this as an option to put right in the center if we want to, or we can use like a crystal doorknob, something like this, but maybe clear. So I'm not sure about this piece yet, but meanwhile I'll let this glue overnight and then come back and finish it tomorrow. Okay guys, so here's my finished board, and you can see how the silver leaf really made a difference. So I'm going to put this aside. Next I'll add some silver leaf to the X, and as you can see it's silver on both sides. Unfortunately I ran out of the gold leaf adhesive, so I'm going to use the stencil adhesive. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit on there for a minute. Meanwhile, we have our red hearts. And I'm going to do the same thing to this one. I'm going to add some stencil adhesive. Now I'm going to allow the adhesive to sit up for about 5 minutes and then come back. Okay, so now the glue is ready. Now I'll take some of my silver leaf and put it right over the X. Now I'll take my soft brush and brush it on. Next I'll do the other side as well. Alright guys, so the moment we've been waiting for, I can't wait to try this red. Let's try this red gold leaf. Does that even make sense to say that? Red gold leaf? Can we just call it red leaf? Here we go guys, look at that. Look at how pretty that is. Perfect Valentine's color. I'm going to take a different brush this time. Okay, as you can see, it behaves the same exact way. Look at that, isn't that pretty? So I'm gonna go ahead and do all of my red hearts. I'll do the other side of the X silver as well. Once I'm done with that, I'll come back and move on to the next step. Now I must admit, they do take a little bit of time. So here we have our X's. We have 5 X's and 5 hearts. Now, initially, I was gonna put silver bling around the edge. I don't know if I really wanna do that. And then put red bling around this edge. And I had decided to use a Dollar Tree bling to do that. So I don't know if I'll still do it or not, but what I will do is go ahead and put some Dollar Tree bling on the outside of the board. And as you can see, here's one of the rows from Dollar Tree. It's going to take 3 rows to cover it. I glue bling onto something. I always like to use fix-all glue over using hot glue, because the hot glue gets cloudy and it actually takes away from the look of the bling. Just like that. Now I'll do that all the way around and come back, but let's just check and see if this is a look that we like. Do we want to do that? I think it glams it up pretty good. 1 row. Okay. So naturally I'll take some glue and put it right on the edge. And I'm going to start right there. Trim all of those in the silver bling, and then I'll find some red bling to trim these out, and then I'll come back. Okay guys, I'm done adding all of the bling to my tray, and I went ahead and added some on top as well. On the outside edge I put 2 rows, and then in the middle I only use 1 row. And again, here's my X's. Now I didn't put any bling at the top because I want to make sure that it fits inside here, okay? And here's the heart. Now the last thing I want to do to this is add some feet. And I'm going to use some of these red acrylic gems from Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to take my glue gun, put some glue on top of the gem, flip it over and put it in the corner. Alright, just like that. So now we have feet. And it's so cute. Look at that. Now we have some little feet. Now this was super inexpensive, and I think it'll make a nice little Valentine's Day decoration or a gift. So now we'll move back to our 3-tier tray. Okay guys, so here's my 3-tier tray. Now the top tier is leaning slightly. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's kind of cute. But you guys know Dollar Tree things are always kind of off a little bit, but that's okay. So what I want to do now is decorate my top tier. And I'm going to use this bling that I picked up from Amazon. And I'm simply going to, this is going to be the bag. I'm just going to put some hot glue on my bling and then put it on. Okay, so that's the design on the first tier. On the second tier, I'm going to use some of this bling. I'm going to need 6 rows. Just like before, I'll start in the back. So now we have decorations for our second tier. Finally, for the third tier, I'm going to use some mirror tile. Okay, that was perfect. Remember I said we had this part that we could put on top if we wanted to make it a little bit more interesting, maybe make it more glittery, or we could use like a decorative knob. Yeah, we could put like a glass knob right on top. So I think I'll use this knob. So I'll go ahead and glue this in place with some Gorilla Glue. Let it completely dry. Come back and let you see what it looks like. Guys, hold it. I decided to go ahead and add some fairy lights to the bottom to light it up. So I'm going to add some hot glue to my light switch. This is going to be the back of it. And I'm making sure to leave the screws accessible. You only need some hot glue. And this is a little time consuming. I'm not going to show the whole process, but I will show you how you just put the glue over the wire. Hold the wire down until the glue sets up. So I'll do that, come back and let you guys see what it looks like. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like with the lights on the bottom. And I went ahead and put some bling around this as well. I think I want to add some beads on the inside. Hold on. Then these beads are from Dollar Tree. We'll start in the back here. The inside of the tray was just looking a little too boring for me, so I did buy these beads to use, so why not? So I'll go all the way around each tray, then I'll glue this on top, let it dry, come back and let you guys see what it looks like on display. Okay everyone, this concludes my video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as for the red crushed glass giveaway, full details will be in the description below. Okay everyone, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.